Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully, everybody can see, everybody can hear us. We are on episode 5 this week of The Beauty, and they're gonna make sure we get every last bit of this body horror. They're gonna make sure we locked in with the body horror. Yeah, this they're gonna make sure we cringe up and everything. This episode to me was kind of hilarious. It went by a little fast for me, but this this episode had me laughing pretty much the whole time. I'm not here to talk about this alone, but before I bring the guests backstage, y'all already know the things you got to do. Go ahead and hit like on everybody's channel that comes up here. And if you are not subscribed, why not? Why not? Why you ain't hit subscribe yet? Go ahead and hit subscribe on the channel. This is a spoiler review. So if you have not seen it and want to see it, put it on the watch later. Now, if you just want to hear us talk about this foolishness, in case you're interested, please stay because this is going to be an interesting discussion because this Ryan Murphy's The Beauty is something else. And it has sparked me to add this, the graphic novel to my reading list of the year. So at this point, I'm going to have to go ahead and read it because I'm like, it can't be this outrageous in the book. It can't be. But maybe it is. We're going to find out. I am going to first bring up Monique because she loves all the horror things too. What did you think of
Yes.
this episode?
I was like you said, it went by so fast because I was so in it. I was like, okay, because it had threw me off when I saw that older guy. I'm like, I didn't say his name. I was like, oh, okay, I see where we going. Yes, a lot of body horror happened this episode, and a lot of backstabbing. That's all I can say.
Yeah, definitely that part. I didn't see that coming, but I wasn't surprised.
Exactly.
Wasn't surprised at all. Next week I'll bring up our girl in the den. How you doing, Tamika? And how did you like this episode?
Hey. It was a lot of foolishness and foolery. It was a lot of people doing dumb things. And of course, we knew without a doubt we was going to get the body horror. And also, one of my favorite actors, I wasn't expecting to see him come through playing Byron. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, but I love him.
same.
I was pleasantly surprised too, because at first I was like, "Wait a minute, am I watching this? Is this the same show? What happened, real?" Because it was so fast how they took us somewhere else, and it took me a minute.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what is happening? What are we doing? But we
Then I
we
saw
gonna
the
talk about
wife.
him
I'm
because
like,
Yeah.
Byron been
Oh.
a piece of work for a long
Yeah.
time. He's been a piece of work.
All his
Um,
life.
Oh,
okay.
exactly. Because sometimes when people start, think they had a little glow up, they start to change a little bit. No, Mr. Man was
Mm-hmm.
just he was a dick his whole life,
Mm-hmm.
whole life.
Understatement. Understatement.
Right. We got Miss Kira also loading up. Can you see us? Can you hear us? While Miss Kira is loading up, StreamYard don't want her to be great.
Okay.
While she is loading up and she can see and hear us. All right, y'all. I want y'all to know since this episode was a whole lot of foolishness, I'm gonna be a whole lot of foolishness as well. Okay. We gonna be a whole lot. Before we get into the episode, gonna be foolish. Miss Kira, can you hear us? You in there? Let us know when you can hear us. And StreamYard is gonna let you be great.
Okay.
Now I want y'all to chime in on the chat too. I thought of something special for Valentine's Day. Y'all know Valentine's Day is Saturday.
Uh-oh.
Although also Friday is Friday the 13th, which is Jason's
Yes.
day, and I
Yeah.
decided to see how we can put those things together. Now I
Okay.
want y'all to be nice. I'm gonna,
I can't wait to see
now
this.
I'm gonna give y'all some choices. Now I
Mm-hmm.
want to let y'all know these are some good men, but they just might not be America's Next Top Model and the GQ Man of the Year.
Okay.
But you got to pick one.
Oh,
So who is your
Oh.
man?
the first picture
Uh-uh.
alone, child.
Uh-uh.
We gonna start
No.
with Viserys from House of the Dragon.
Mm,
Now
mm, mm.
whatever was kept getting the poked with from the Iron Throne and had sepsis and whatnot. By the time the series took his final breath, he was the crypt keeper. But he was a nice man. Okay, the series was a good king. Now I don't know how Allison was laying next to him every night, but that was a good man. Then we got the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Before he turned into his human form. He was the Beast for a while, okay? But this is what Belle fell in love with. Can you fall in love with the Beast is what I'm saying. Then we got Frankenstein's monster. Now, this is a very nice gentleman here, okay? He's a nice young man. Now, he might look a little put together because he was made from, corpses and things like that, But he's tall. He's tall. And he got a big heart, all right? Close your eyes. Then you got Jerome, okay? It's player of the year right here, okay? He might not be, he might not look the best, but he got that 70s vibe, okay? He gonna make sure he stay dripped with some fur. I don't know if it's real fur, if it's chinchilla, but he gonna be dripped in some fur. And then we go to Sherman Klump, okay? But we not doing Buddy Love. We're gonna be right here with Sherman Klump, okay? That was a good man. He didn't have to go and change himself. But he did have some self-esteem issues. He wasn't as bad as Jeremy's self-esteem issues, but he did have some self-esteem issues. I want y'all to choose y'all's man, okay? They might not be the finest ones, but these some good men here, okay? Some of them got money and status and some good jobs and things, and it's some big hearts. I'm gonna start with you, Tamika. Who is your man from this one? Who's your Valentine?
I don't know. I don't know. What's his name? I forgot how to pronounce his name from the House of Dragons. Listen, he about to be up. Yeah, I ain't got to lay with him. He about to be up out of here anyway. He was a good king.
Girl, he smelled like death.
I ain't got to lay with him though. I'm not Allison. I'm just saying. It's kind of between him and Buddy Love, but I'm gonna go with Buddy Love. Buddy Love says the love is in the air, and Valentine's Day is coming up.
Okay, going with Sherman. Okay.
Oh goodness.
Monique, who is your man?
Definitely not the top three, but it's between Jerome and and Sherman.
Yeah, I meant Sherman. I'm calling him Buddy Love. I'm trying to know what I meant.
It's between Tyrone. I'm torn, okay? Because it seemed like Jerome, even though he's stuck in the 70s, but it seemed like we can't kiss because he yuck mouth. But it looked like he can carpet munch. It looked like he good in between the sheets. And then we got Sherman, look like he can provide a stable home, because he in a science lab and he might, get his big one with the money. I need stability. So this is tough. Since Tamika went with Sherman, I'm gonna go with Jerome.
Oh, that is what y'all just completely skipped the top.
Hell no. If you seriously dying.
Listen, right? He about to be out of here. I'm telling you. What to
do with a beast?
He got money though. He was good enough for Belle. He was good enough for Belle. Okay. If y'all in the chat right now,
come back later when you in your human form. That's what I tell.
Holla at me after the curse is broke.
Okay.
Then let me decide. If you in the chat right now, pick your man. Y'all got to choose between the series, the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, Frankenstein's monster, Player of the Year Jerome, and Sherman Klump. You got to pick one. It's Valentine's Day. This is because remember. Beauty is only skin deep. Ain't that what the Temptation said? Beauty is only skin deep. Y'all got to pick one of these good men here. Okay. Put it in the chat. Let us know who you choose.
Skin deep, not core to this show.
Definitely not according to this show. While Miss Kira is still loading up, let's see if can she hear us? Because you ain't gonna escape this, Miss Kira. You're gonna pick your man from this list.
Okay. If we gotta pick, you gotta pick.
Oh no.
Okay, we can hear you. What happened? Okay, what? She was
Good
there
golly,
for a
Miss
second.
Mo.
It's like we
Oh
can
my
hear you, but
God.
then we can't even see you.
I'm a
Okay.
little back square.
Oh,
Okay.
now she breaking
You
up.
can hear me though?
We can hear you
No. You can
a
hear
little
me?
bit.
Yes.
Oh, oh no, not a little bit. Come on, computer. This computer is acting up. I mean, if I have to pick a choice, I'm not touching none of them. But
You
go.
gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one. Like we had to.
Affairs of the heart. I'll go with Sherman.
Dang, y'all was sleeping on this top list. I thought for sure somebody was gonna go over here with.
Okay, cut the BS. Like, no.
I did. I
You
said
know
if
what
I
you
gotta
was
go with
doing.
affairs of the heart, I'll go with Sherman.
Yeah, Sherman or Jerome for me. The top three, nope.
You know what? If I had to choose, I'm gonna have to be like Allison. I'm gonna wait out the series. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait it out. You got to die one of these days.
That's what I
No, I
was
can't.
saying. I ain't got to be in the room with him, and I send the little washers in to wash him up. Take good
Because
care
y'all
of
know
him.
he was rank. He smelled just like death. Was just
Oh
in there.
yeah.
Funky. I'd be like, I'll wait it out. You can't stay alive for too long. Okay,
I don't
I'm
even
gonna
want to
wait.
look at him. It was hard to look at him as time went on. I was like, yo, what
Exactly.
the?
When he took that mask off,
Oh, dang.
would you get a whole kingdom afterwards?
You're right. And I ain't gonna be on that mess that Allison was on, but that's another story for another day.
You know, I was like, I wait out the series. I said, cover your eyes. Wear some glasses prescription that make your eyes blurry. You won't see them that well. That's all you gotta do.
He needed the beauty, baby. Okay.
Okay.
If
That's the
anybody,
one.
exactly, the series needed that. And speaking of, beauty being in the eye of the beholder, we get Cooper, who sees Jordan in her new form. First of all, he didn't even believe her because he was like, "Who are you? Who is this?" Like he looked at her like, "This ain't the one that I've been like eyeing all of this time. This ain't the person that I've been looking to all of this time. Like, who are you? Why are you at my house?" And he even looked at her like, in his mind, the way she was describing, like everybody was thinking that she was beautiful, but Cooper was looking at her like, you ain't all that no more. I don't know, maybe that was me. Monique, what was you picking up when he seen her when he was looking at her like, I don't know who you are, but you think you look all that, but you ain't all that to me, not no more.
Yeah, especially when they went out to eat. That's what I got. When he was sitting there talking to her, but when she came through, he like, and then he took her FBI badge. He was like, "How do you get this?" I'm like, "You saw what happened when you went on that chase with that man." Like, I know you got to reassure because it's like a test, like the most intimate moment. I knew it had to be something that she only she would know during the intimate moments, and I thought he was about to say, "What's the color of my D?" or something. I thought she was going to reveal something crazy, like I got a birthmark on my D or something. It was just crazy, but it was a nickname for it, something she called it. So I was like, what? And that's when he had to relax because he is still processing what went down at the lab. Let's be honest. After the whole chase and of that dude, and he changed it to the other form, and that dude was strong. Yeah, so he's still processing that what happened, and then yeah, he playing like almost 21 questions with her. Like, okay, what's going on? Like, is this really you? So yeah,
And even when she said, he was still looking at her like that because, like you said from the last episode, when Buddy transformed, he became aggressive and stuff. So it's just like, even if this is you, are you finna try to tackle me to the ground type thing? Tamika, how did you feel about Cooper and him seeing Jordan after her beauty transformation?
This annoyed me. I'm sorry. It annoyed the hell out of me because this is what I was waiting for. We was waiting for to see what the response was gonna be once he see her. How did she make it back and all of that, and whether he was gonna take her in. And we spent a long time dealing with you running all around having to fight for your damn life over here, seeing how the transformations and all that work. But it's so hard for you to believe that this is her. He talking about something because she was like, "Oh, your lover and your partner." He was like, "Oh, I thought we was best friends." And slamming her against the wall. How did you get her? I'm like, boy, are you freaking kidding me? Like, what are we talking about? But I
But it's
know he got
also he also had people showing up trying to unalive him.
Yeah.
So look,
But I was like, come on now.
safe and sorry.
At this point, you see how it works and you know the deal. And I was
Yeah.
very disappointed because I said, take her ass up in here, child. But no.
Yeah, I would have been suspicious too after what he went through last week.
Yeah.
That was a lot. Miss Kira, how did you feel about the way Cooper was looking at Jordan? And she talked about this me, and he was like, me who? Who is? Can you hear? Okay, can you hear us, Miss Kira?
Oh, but who is this woman? I can hear you. I don't know if y'all can hear me or if it's still acting up or not. Cause
we can hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
It's a delay.
Oh, you can? I was a little annoyed, like Tamika said. It's a delay. Oh Lord.
But we can hear you though.
Maybe try.
We can hear you. Let's see. What is he in the chat? Ryan Murphy is a madman. Nip Tuck was a masterpiece and American Horror Story season 3. Skeptical of his other works, but hopefully this one is good. You know what? See, go watch the first 10 minutes of episode 1. That's gonna tell you everything you need to know.
It's gonna tell you
exactly. That's gonna tell you everything you need to know. Because yes, Ryan Murphy, we had a conversation about him last week because he be on some other stuff sometimes. Sometimes we locked in with him, and sometimes, I'm still mad at him for wasting my time with Grotesquerie. I'm not gonna forgive him for that. I'm holding on to that one. I'm still pissed about it because sometimes we be locked in, sometimes no. But watch the first 10 minutes of The Beauty, and that's gonna let you know whether you're gonna hang out and deal with him and his foolishness.
Yes.
So she goes to give him the backstory about how she got to his doorstep and how she slept with this man. And even though she ain't want to give up, ain't want to tell him at first. Yeah, I slept with him and unprotected. Yeah, you did. Slept with that man unprotected. You went into this damn human cocoon type situation. And now then she was just like, oh, at first I ain't like it. But then I did like it because everybody was giving me attention. But then I didn't like it because I was getting the wrong attention. Girl, what did you think was going to happen? And she trying to, so I thought that I wanted it, but I really didn't want it. I really didn't want what was happening. This whole time she was just telling this story. I didn't feel bad about her at all, about Jordan, because she was trying to make it seem like, oh, people just treated me like I was just a piece of meat and everybody just wanted me because of how everybody looked at me, and they just looked at me as like this sexual object, and I didn't want people to just be eyeballing me like that anymore, says the person who went out and got new boobs. But now, and then you liked it when you was getting free drinks and stuff at the bar, but when you realized they was only flirting with you because they wanted something, now it's like, woe is me. She felt a touch of pretty privilege, and it was like, oh no, I don't want it no more. I don't know. Monique, how did you feel about her telling this story? Because I was not enthused. I didn't have no sympathy or empathy for Miss Jordan at all.
I don't have no sympathy for her either. I just chuckled when when he asked to use protection, and she was like, why you act like my daddy? Like, I feel like judge. I'm like, girl, you only will say that because you embarrassed, okay? Because she called herself being dumb. Yeah, you was a dumbass. Like, I would never put your life on the line with a stranger because he was so hot. Girl, please. So is the STD, HIV. Like, that's hot too. Um, yeah, so she was embarrassed, and I think she had a dose of reality. Like beauty comes with a price, and she, I never want to be look at by society that way or be admired that way. That some people like she said, it was ups and downs. It was like, okay, it was cool at first, and then you get approached and accosted and touched on and grabbed on any kind of ways. Like, what the hell? Yeah. So I look, she get what she get. Okay, she get what she get.
Exactly. Miss Kira,
Place.
can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you. How did
Okay,
you feel
I
about
had to go on my phone, child.
okay. How did you feel about Jordan here talking about how she liked the experience of having pretty privilege and everybody being attracted to her getting free drinks and all this attention until she realized the attention was not good attention. And she wanted to sit there and whine and cry to Cooper about it, trying to make him feel sorry for her. And the fact that she ain't want to tell the fact that she slept with that dude unprotected.
Yeah. I mean, of course she did. Why she gonna act like she was an ugly duckling? She said she was fine with her looks before, and she got her breast done, and she was happy with how she looked. So I was confused. And she was acting like she never been pretty before. But I was like, all right, girl, whatever. That's if that's the what we're gonna try to do. That's what we're doing. And as far as her not telling him she was protected, I knew that was coming. Because y'all have been researching it. You think he wasn't going to ask? And I know you're ashamed, but you did it. So now you got to tell it. We got to, do our research and figure out what's going on. And, you're trying to preserve your life because your lifespan ain't all but so long. So yeah, I didn't feel bad for Jordan because, she was out there popping that thing.
Okay. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Correct. I
Absolutely.
had no sympathy. Tamika, did you feel bad for your girl Jordan? Because she's I can't believe this pretty privilege.
Absolutely not. I don't give a damn about Jordan. Y'all know this annoyed me. I said, now I talk about first I was excited and happy. I thought she's about to be first I was afraid. No, she was like turned on, living her best life. And then it's like, oh, but I didn't know they was gonna treat me that way and look at me that way and do those things. And the fact that he was over here about to bust out with the "you are so beautiful to me," child, he was like, you was beautiful then to me. Okay, and you're beautiful now to me. I was like, oh, but you don't get the hell up out of here. And we gonna make sure you gonna be all right, girl, because you got about a year and a half time to live in this body. I'm like, what are we talking about here? There's no way in the world that I have sex with somebody and then my bones start cracking. I end up in a cocoon. I'm a whole new damn person. And I just was like, oh, this is fun. I mean, she still was telling him it felt good. And he was like, oh, my knees are jealous. But at least he was smart enough to be like, oh, now wait a minute. He ain't let her kiss him. He was like, let's see what's going on first.
Yes,
She
speaking
definitely
of, I was just about to say, speaking of, how did you feel when she tried to reach that arm around? He was like, oh! He gave her that JB Fox that skirt. No, ma'am, you're
yeah.
infected. We don't know everything about this yet. You gonna have to back up, give me 50 feet, okay? Back it
Mm-hmm.
right on up. How did y'all feel when he pushed her away? Now, this is the person who was ready to hop on top. But when he found out she had
Exactly.
that package, he
But
said, I'm
he's
gonna have to
still
try.
trying to be super Cooper. So it's like, child, listen.
Look, I'm glad he curved her. Look. Okay. I think we just
As he
talked about it
should.
last week. I think we talked about it last week, like how he's gonna react. I'm like, yeah, he's not with he ain't gonna look. I hope not later that he will
I'm
go
still
there
not
with her.
convinced that he won't slip up later. I think he
That's what
he
I'm saying.
he
Like,
fought it
look,
off now, but give him a couple of
he
nights.
said just to see how this thing, transmit, because he's not really sure. He know for sure like it's some type of fluid, but he not sure how, you know. And he says she could stay at his place. That's the thing. She could stay at his place. She was about to turn herself in to the people at her boss. I'm like, he said they're gonna quarantine you and use you as a lab rat I was like, he never lied because he ran through all the lab last week. So so he never lied about that. So and he might not see her again if they do take her in. So there's that. But like I said, I'm glad he curved her. He like, nah, I ain't trying to get. He's out negative over here. I'm not trying to be positive. Okay.
Because I thought he was gonna fall for it for a second. I thought he was gonna fall for it.
Yeah, because he kept touching her face. I was like, I guess that's just to reassure her that she's okay, she's safe. I guess. Look, and you still love her, but
be like, nah, they ain't that kind of love. We ain't trying to do all of that. I don't know. Miss
Mm-mm.
Kira,
What's love got to do with it? No, absolutely not. Oop, ain't that much love in the whole wide world.
I thought he
Cracking
was
up.
gonna
He
be
was
down.
like, hold up, swole up. Nope. Back it on up, back them lips on up. But like I said, I'm not convinced that he won't have a moment of weakness in another couple of days. Once they get to talking and reminiscing and he trying to save her life. And next thing you know, they all hugged up and lips get to locking. And hopefully that's it. But I mean, that might be all it takes.
I'm trying to have more faith in your boy. I'm trying to have more faith in your boy. Question: if it was your loved one, your spouse, your partner, and they had and it was them, what would y'all do? What would you
I'm
do?
be like Brian wife, stay old, not touching him.
Listen, how I ain't never been
Not
married,
with
but
10 feet
how
pole.
long we been married is the question, because a newlywed you might go get some kissing, y'all been married a long time, you might be like, sir, please go on over there and sit your infected self down because we're not doing that. But a newlywed you might be like, oh, like Sabrina and Idris when they had the vid back then. She ran over there to be with her man
Oh,
in the quarantine, new love do that, but who knows?
And
Look, I was
I
raised
like
off
life.
these horror movies. Okay, The Beauty, Vampire Bite, no, not vampires. I might slide on that one. Might slide, but a zombie bite, werewolf bite, mysterious illness transformation type thing. Yeah, don't come over here with me because I'm go ahead. Look, I'm go ahead and put you down. I ain't got time. Okay, you are. I don't take chances. Okay, don't come over here with no kind of infection type stuff. I'm gonna see you as a threat to society. I'm gonna go ahead and put you down. I'll turn into the assassin real fast.
But they not
That
looking
part.
like zombies. They looking like a whole snack. You know what I'm saying? They coming to you looking like the man of your dreams.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to take
Yeah,
no
but you ain't the person I married.
Yeah.
That ain't the face I married to.
Details.
You're right. Because I'm sorry, Cooper. That guy wasn't infected for no year and a half. He had just got hit and he was already. You saw what happened in that damn lab. Ain't no way to hell I'm going to be sleeping with her in my house. Girl, you got to go somewhere. Sorry.
I'm like, here go your cup, here go your spoon, here go your plate. Make sure you wash. Keep using the same
I give you a
we not
plastic.
sharing dishes over here.
Give you some of this plastic utensils.
You gonna get a plastic spoon and we gonna disinfect and throw it
A
outside in the
designated trash
trash.
can. Exactly. Then you put
Okay.
your trash in your trash.
Right.
See, that's why I can't even do all of that. I ain't doing all that. I'm just gonna have to put you down. I'm not gonna sacrifice my sanity. Just turn around and I'm just gonna give you one in the back. Like this is I'm being done with this. Not gonna stress myself out. You the one went out and got yourself transformed. Ain't nobody tell you to be doing that, pumping and
Don't
whatnot.
they need a viable subject? He was trying to save old Manny. Now we can test on her, but the feelings is getting in the way. Take her behind right on over there to the CDC. Let them poke
Yeah,
on
but he was
her a
running
little
all
bit.
through the lab and he see what they've been doing. As he was traveling, chasing that naked guy, he been low-key keeping what they've been doing. So it's like, yeah, no, and like you said, his feelings
That's
involved.
not my problem. I'm not taking a chance. You see how strong they are, child?
Exactly.
She start thirsting for that water and crack him in half.
Yeah, she gonna yeah. They turn strong, baby.
That's why we also we got more than one lab. Take it to the World Health Organization.
Okay.
But they all reacting differently because he reacted that way when he switched, but she's not reacting that way. So
not yet.
Right.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, because I
cool.
thought that was like at the end, but then Manny was spazzing out from the beginning, child.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And that lady that Jeremy had to hit in the head with the pot in the pan. I was like, ma'am.
Okay, he say one thing she don't like, and she might jump stupid. Nah, I don't got time, ma'am. Turn around.
So it's two transformations. It's one when they change it to the beauty, and then one when they about to exit out, about to expire.
Right.
So it's two transformation they go through.
And now, what if she transformed and she explode, and then now he got something in his eye? Like, oh boy, I don't want you taking chances and spontaneously combusting in my house, in my living room. Now I got to get new furniture and stuff.
Well, Cooper like taking penitentiary chances, so here we are.
Exactly. I'm not gonna do it. And since he don't want to take her to no damn lab, Byron then found out that it's the more people out here in the streets, and Cooper getting in the way with these investigations and whatnot. So who we gotta call? The assassin. Go ahead and make that call to Antonio. Be like, look, I got you a new target. They gotta stop what they doing to go now and track down Cooper some kind of way. But he usually tracks down his targets. Cooper might give him hell though, because he don't play. But before we get to them leaving, they track down somebody who's just, smashing and dashing all through the club. They go and get old boy, and they are having too much fun with this torture. Okay, they done turned on a little music. They done did a little two-step dance. Antonio's like, go on and get in there, get you some. And Jeremy walking there like, oh, you want me to take part in it too? Like, I'm just not here to listen to music and dance with you. Like I'm supposed to torture too? Yes, nigga, get in there.
You the protege? Get in there.
Get in there.
On the job training.
Exactly.
Okay. On the job training.
He go over there with that little light pimp slap, and Antonio's like, this ain't enough. So he go pull out his tool bag, getting ready to turn stuff all the way up. Like, let me show you how it's done. When I say this is part of the job, I do my job. I need you to do the job the way I'm gonna do the job. And Jeremy was looking like, I mean, it's one thing when you like shoot somebody, but like you like gonna torture him and he's still like alive. Like we gonna see him suffering. And then you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't sure about that part. And Antonio's like, well, you gonna be sure about it. Tamika, how did you feel about the scene with the job shadowing is what I call it?
This is crazy. Because first of all, why did y'all do y'all get enjoyment out of watching him go in and do all this? Like, you would think they would stop him before he came, but no, y'all gonna let him go and have his fun, watch him spread it more, so y'all can take those people out and then go take him out and try to find out who was the one that infected him, in the first place. And I'm like, y'all could kind of prevented some of these, but I guess that's part of the turn on too. Child, they was just having a funky good time. Like, the fact that he came out the shower like, wait, I think I hear something. We already comfortable. We know what music we gonna play. We got our tools. Child, I can't take them serious. I really can't. Even though they over here, do you want your nuts or your nails, your fingers, your toes? Which
right.
Want?
How about neither? What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, you literally we watched you, so you can't lie about it. And it's like you could have stopped him before that, but listen, we got to make this short and sweet and get to the point. We can't even play with you the way we want to, because now we got our next call and something else we got to do. The fact that he was like, this is overtime, and we don't like that.
He said, yeah.
He didn't even get to do all his torture devices. They had to call it quits real fast.
Yep.
Monique, how did you feel about this scene? And Candy in the chat, yes, Jeremy. Well, they both be clean pulling up to these assassinations.
Right.
These are the most beautiful assassins I've ever seen. Hard to take me serious. Like y'all trying to end my life, but y'all look kind of good though. I'm just
America's
next
top assassins. Okay.
Ain't it?
But it was funny. I laughed through the whole thing because y'all waited till this, like you said, this whole dude take a shower, got good, well naked and clean. It's just funny to me. I guess while he was in the shower, they was setting the mood with the music and stuff. Like they have a whole setup. The assassin got a whole setup. When he do the torturing, but yeah, they could have. You're right. They could have snatched him up while he was at the place. I didn't understand that, but I guess it got to be some kind of fun and entertaining when it comes to the show. Like, what's the point? And Jeremy, yo, how you? Yeah, you switching up. Like you getting soft. It's like you was like. Like you was
Y'all
all
said
upset.
he don't gotta be mean no more. Didn't y'all say that last time?
That was EJ.
I ain't say that. That was EJ was on that train. She was the only one.
All it took was for him to get some and to look fine.
Right.
And he was gonna be a better person. He ain't have to be act like this no more.
Right. Yeah, we definitely EJ because but yeah, he up the stomach turn, he wasn't even doing a nail because the dude wasn't even screaming when he was on the phone talking to where Antonio was talking to Byron. I'm like, you just wasting time. You just there in position. I'm like, you not torturing him. And then you gave him a bitch slap. And Antonio's like, we ain't got time for that. We got to hit him harder. We got to make him bleed. I'm like, what you doing, Jeremy? You just, step your weight up. Okay? You better step something
You're not
up.
built for
Got
this.
2 years.
That's what it is.
He had us fooled. Okay, we thought he was built for this after the way that he was acting when he thought he was fine and he wasn't fine, and how he was talking that he was trying to
I ain't got nothing to lose.
Exactly, play Mr. Shoot him up. But when it got real for him, he was just like, oh.
I'm gonna get out there in the field and do the work. He don't want to do the work.
You better do something if you want to remain to stay alive and stay his protege. That's the why you still kicking, because he saw something in you.
He ain't gonna make it nowhere, child. He just buying his time. And I'm waiting for the part where he tell him you only got 2 years. So there's that.
So Miss Curie, you don't think that he ain't built for this life? He ain't gonna make it in this job.
He ain't made for this, child. Jeremy only, he moves off of emotion. So if he's not angry, he can't torture nobody or take nobody out. Now he's happy and listening to music, and Antonio like to watch. So they didn't watch the man frolic and waist deep in some stuff. Came all the way back to the place. So yeah, no, Jeremy said, unless you do something to me or you tell me I'm not fine or I can't have some, I don't got no emotion to be cutting fingers and stuff off. He can't do it. Or this is gonna be interesting. So now what's the point? Can we just take him out now? If he gonna do something, he gotta go.
Exactly.
I think Jeremy probably playing it cool, or like it's a facade. I can see him playing in the background. Like I can't do it, like I don't want to do it. And then when the time comes, he'll turn on Antonio or whoever needs to be turned on.
I still don't trust
but he has to have the motivation and anger to do it though. He ain't mad about nothing, child.
Yeah, but when he get mad, he witnessing, he learning as we go. That's what I'm saying. He's playing it cool, playing the coy. In the background, like he's still learning.
He's
and when the time come and that anger come,
he's gonna use it against his master.
He's gonna use it against Yes. Yeah. I've seen that happen in plenty movies. Like, okay, you playing it cool, then all of a sudden it's a switch. Like, oh, you was paying attention.
He'll definitely turn on him, because I don't know why Antonio saved him nowhere, because I would have took him out. He's just, he was making for good TV. Other than that, he could have gone. All that crying.
Question in the chat. Have you seen the Ryan Murphy movie Running with Scissors? I have not.
Nope.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. Because I'm gonna have to use my discernment with this, because this sounds like this gonna be some foolishness. I'm gonna look that one up.
What year was that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up too, because the only time I heard running with scissors is being told not to run with scissors as we was children in school.
If we see, I'm a Google that one and see and find that one, because I got to be in the mood to deal with some more Ryan Murphy foolishness. So all of a sudden, I think we had a commercial break and came back, and I seen my boy on the screen.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's Vincent
hold on.
D'Onofrio.
Yes.
Exactly. We seen your boy up here. I was
I
like,
was
hold
excited.
up.
I'm like,
Wait a
who he
minute.
playing?
You know? I love me some Vincent D'Onofrio. I don't know about y'all, but I love me some Kingpin.
Oh yes.
Okay. This is
Yes. I
my
was
guy
like, wait a
here.
minute,
Yeah.
my boy is
He's
I
the
said the
perfect
same
villain,
thing. I'm like,
child.
okay, who he playing? I
mm-hmm.
was confused. I thought he was gonna be
Mm-hmm.
I
when
thought
I
you was
first
gonna
saw
be
him.
I
with
figured it
somebody
out when
else.
he was in that limo getting top. I
I
said,
thought
Yes.
he was gonna
"That's
be
Byron."
until they said his name. I thought he
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, he was talking to the doctor. I thought he was gonna be like the next up to get the potion from
I mean,
Byron,
yeah,
but he
exactly. I thought he
is.
was gonna be like next, or I thought he was like working like part of the business or something. I was like, what is going on here? And I said, here go another freak nasty. We ain't even made it to the house yet. He couldn't even
Okay.
got her to the house. We was like, we just
Dropped
gonna
her by the side of the road, baby. She's like, what you think I am, a hoe? I said, he pretty much just answered your question, girl.
Okay. Got
okay.
her hemmed up and she can't even do her job. Can't be a good assistant. Because she was supposed to send his medical records over. And she ain't
Mm-hmm.
doing that because she
She's
is full of
occupied.
hmm she
Mr.
is
Slob
speaking
on
to
my
the
knob.
mic. Okay. Like what the
Like, sir,
That check.
eh, and then we meet, we get to the house, and that's when I realized it was him, because we seen, the wife there, and now it's just like, okay, this
mm-hmm.
is now that this is the age, this is what he looks like in his real age, and
Mm-hmm.
he's just pretty much still a whole jerk. He's been a jerk. The
Mm-hmm.
transformation didn't change him. He was complete asshole to her and his child. She's like saying how their son needs support
Yeah.
and he needs him to be there. He's like, he don't give a damn about none of that. And he's like trying to tell her she need to do this, she need to do that to change herself and to look better. And if she didn't do, maybe if she looked like this or didn't look like that, then he wouldn't need to be, paying for hookers on the side of the road and stuff. And she's just like, I'm comfortable with myself and what I am right now. Like, look at
Right.
what's around me. Like, I'm good. Like, you're the one who's struggling with your self-esteem and how you look. I'm fine with how I look. Like, he was trying to, because he's suffering with his own self-esteem, he was trying to project that onto her. Like, maybe
Mm-hmm.
you need to lose weight. Maybe you need to look younger. You, all of these younger, smaller, skinnier girls, and I'm saying, if you look like them, then I wouldn't need them. And she's just like, no,
Yeah,
no,
you
you
would.
need them for you, not me.
Right.
This
Telling
is
that
this
lady
is
she looked
you.
like a bag of hams. I said, no, he did not.
He
Mm-hmm.
was
Rude.
very rude and disrespectful to
And
her.
she said,
And
I don't give a
it was nothing
And
but
didn't.
projections. Like, sir, when they got to that point, they told us that he was the richest man on the planet. But you're the
Right.
richest person on the planet, and you still hate yourself. And you hate
Mm-hmm.
yourself to the
Exactly.
point that you're trying to drag down your wife and make her feel bad
Mm-hmm.
about herself because you don't like you. And just like Jeremy said, the problem is not your exterior, it's your interior. Like, the
Oh
Yeah.
problem is
yeah.
within. It is
That
Mm-hmm.
lady
within.
said she didn't want to touch him no matter what he looked like or what she
Exactly.
looked like. She didn't want no
Right.
parts of him. Okay.
Right.
okay.
I
That
was like, how
part.
you
She
rude and nasty to her? All of this money, like, if she wanted to do whatever she needed to do, she had enough money. She's comfortable and happy sitting in that big ass
yep.
mansion, spending your money. Leave this woman alone.
Mm-hmm.
He's the
Leave her.
Yeah,
original,
cause
he's the original Jeremy child. Like you said, he is not good on the inside.
right. Because from what she was saying, she was like, "Man, I used to spend money to get this done and that done,
This,
you
yep.
know, and I'm still in hell. I'm in a damn prison. This is where I ended up at." So she at this point, she over it. It is what it is. She said, "I'll burn all this shit down." Okay.
Okay. And she proceeded to burn a picture. I'm like,
And
yo,
did,
a
yep.
portrait. I'm like, oh,
Mm,
okay. That's why I said she don't give a
yeah.
Mm-mm. Because
She
she said, if I
honestly
burn
Look,
it down, you're gonna buy another house anyway. You got enough
right.
money to do it. She's like, all of this, none of this matters. It doesn't matter to her anymore. She has found her own peace, that she don't care
her own
about
comfort.
material stuff or looks
Mm-hmm.
or nothing. And he is so pressed about it. He is bothered that she is okay with who she is and how she lives, and
type of
he's
piece.
not. Yes. Miss Kira, how did you feel about how rude he was to his wife sitting at the dinner table?
It tracks what we saw in present day. I didn't realize it was this close to present day, but that's how he was acting to that lady when we seen him over on the boat or wherever when she was talking
Mhm.
about the son, and he was like, "I
Mm-hmm.
don't give a fuck about that boy. Like, I'm busy. You worry about it. I ain't got no son. I am young and I am living my best life." I said, okay." So it all made sense. I love that she loved herself that much because she's I don't care about none of this. She said, "I got it all, and I am in a what did she call it, a golden prison or something." I said, "Baby, you better speak that speech." Tell that man, because that lady did not give no F's, and I love to see it. She's just there for
Exactly.
the ride at this point.
Exactly. He was so bothered by that. Like you could just really tell how broken some people are when they're bothered by
Mhm.
people who are self-confident and have good self-esteem and who no matter how many jabs you take at them, they're not falling. Because it's probably like this ain't the first time he's probably done dragged her through the mud
The
several times
time.
and she done got sick of it. Like I don't care about you doing all this cheating and stuff. You gonna do it anyway. It don't matter how I look, it's never gonna be good enough for you anyway. At this point, just run me my money and let me just do what I
Mhm.
want to do with it.
She
Because
Angela Bassett that painting and kept on walking like it wasn't nothing.
exactly, because we like, 'cause I'll buy another one with your money. I will buy another one.
Right.
You can't break me. And he was mad that he couldn't do like and today he's still mad after the transformation that he can't break this lady and that she still don't want to change herself because she's still okay with who she is and he's not. Monique, how did you feel about him just regular Byron being a complete jerk?
I'm like when I saw it, it just like it tracks like she says, it tracks like okay, so you've been an asshole this whole time. I don't understand his problem with mortality. Is his mortality like I'm like, okay, we all get older, we all gotta die. You can't take your money with you. Like, what's going on? I don't. He trying to be on some Terminator type stuff. Well, he was on some Terminator type stuff when he was in that room.
He wanted to be like
But
like a vampire and be young, look young, and live forever, and that's not how any of this works.
no, it doesn't. Yeah, like I said, it tracks. He was just being an asshole. I was like, here we go. I didn't. I ain't like how he talked to the wife, and I'm glad find self love within herself and come to the conclusion like I'm fine where I'm at. I'm aging gracefully. Luckily, after I get all this stuff done, that just spending money and I'm living this beautiful life in this beautiful home. So I am settled where I'm at. So good for her.
Exactly. Good for her because living with narcissist number Jeremy at this point is narcissist number 2. This is narcissist number 1 right here because living with somebody like him
The
would drive her
OG.
straight crazy. That would drive
Mhm.
her crazy if she didn't have enough self-confidence because he would literally try to break her because of how broken he feels on the inside. And so we get all of the rich people pulling up because they didn't heard about this new experience. All the rich people who got all this money in the world, and at the end of the day, they feel like, oh, I'm getting old. I have health conditions. Oh, my skin is saggy and wrinkly. I just want to look young and I want to do this. And they dare to get this. What do they? I think they called it the Manhattan Project that they heard about, and then once it was perfected,
Yeah, I
um,
think that was the original name.
the
Yeah, that was the
meeting
original.
mm, the meeting of all the rich people and they get there and talk about this new treatment where it will completely and see this is where they I feel like as much money as they have they should have been smart enough to pay attention when he was saying it. He was like your genes completely disrupt, burst, and reform. Now,
Yep.
I don't know if they thought that this was like a slow process or what they thought was going to happen, but he told y'all exactly what was going to happen at first. And they still was like, okay, like he sit there and
Because they
walked
was
y'all through
acting
the
like
process.
they didn't understand and they was
And gave them
bored. That's
tablets,
why.
iPads. I mean,
Mhm. to show you that he was, he had tested it and experimented and he did all these trials. And hey, if y'all still want to do it, y'all still want to be down, we can be down. Y'all let me know if y'all gonna be down for this. And they still said, okay. Tamika, how did you feel seeing all of the rich people pull? And it was, I had to back it up because when they all was pulling up, what's his name pulled up? They all pulled up in their limos and they foreign cars and whatnot. And then Byron pull up in a damn helicopter.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
How did you see?
He
How
will
did you
not
feel
be
about all of
outdone.
the world's wealthiest people pulling up?
Right. The fact that they were all billionaires, they had their different, billions, but that he's the richest man on the planet. And I'm just like, especially for how, we ended off, I'm trying to understand why invite them. I guess it's just supposed to be like he gets a kick out of these things because you taking out people, you're paying the to take out other people. Like he's just really psychotic. There's a couple different things happening with him. But besides him being a narcissist, you don't like your wife, you don't like your kids, you don't give a damn about them. And then, like you said, it wasn't like he lied to them. He literally was laying everything out for them, even though I feel like even though some of them are billionaires, they still really didn't understand what the hell he was saying. They were still confused. And Byron over here, like, just go ahead with it. Okay, yeah, we don't get our shot now. Like, even when he was walking down the stairs, and the guy was like, well, if you do decide to do this, how are you going to explain it to people? First, he was kind of like, oh, we could say we got plastic surgery. Then he was like, shit, you rich. You could say whatever the hell you want to say. You ain't got to explain nothing to nobody. Like, just, make a new life if you want to. And, he laughing about it, but he was dead ass serious when he was saying that. Now, the one thing that I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually doing that right now was when he gave the example of the person that had kids and was like, oh, it reversed everything. And now look how he looked. And I was like, yeah, I can see them having some billionaires paying to, get that special treatment. Like, I would like that part of it if we can knock out
Made more
diseases and
sense.
stuff. Right. But just y'all coming in here wanting, oh, I want to look young. And then homegirl was like, well, I like my titties. I just got those done.
Oh, Miss Kitty. That's
Yeah.
Miss Kitty.
Yeah, I still want to be able
She said, I already got boobs of a 25-year-old.
and like a 25-year-old, and he was like, well, you're going to have that
Right.
and
What
more.
else you got?
Right.
What else you got?
Yeah, that was just like really a hot mess. But Byron already knew he was coming in here to get it, regardless of what anybody else was trying to talk about. But I just was like, well, why even put them onto it? If you really just was kind of like, what's that cartoon where it be like, money, because that's really what it is. Apparently, he just want to have it all for himself. So I was like, being as though you're the richest person, you really could have just had it be you and the doctor. But
Yep.
nonetheless,
They
I
should have
got
done.
yeah, because he was like, we gonna do this. He was the first one to jump up.
Miss Kira, how did you feel in the room with all the billionaires there for this experiment treatment? And I give it to them. They arrived in style and they was dressed.
They
Okay,
did. Yes,
I thought they was
Now,
coming
I
to a
was a little
masquerade ball
disturbed
instead of a clinical trial.
because the first person that showed up on the screen was 45, and I felt some type of way. I was like, 45? Like, what do we possibly need to do with ourselves at 45? Like, we need to be a whole new person. You can't get a little boop boop doop. No, okay, fine. You rich. I guess that's what the
He want the
what the rich
Jeremy.
people
He want
do.
what Jeremy wanted.
Baby, that man was not overweight. Yeah, child, I guess, child. That's what you do
No,
with your money
Jeremy
when you
wanted Big
rich, child.
King.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part. Okay, all right. Because at first I was like, you only 45 years old, ain't nothing wrong with that man. But yeah, I was a little disturbed. But I don't know why he had all those people coming there either. If he just wanted it for himself, like Tamika said. But it's giving, he a little psycho. He not wrapped too tight, and he's the richest person in the world. So I was like, And they want to sit there and feign ignorance and be like, this is boring. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, to be snap, crackling, and popping in a minute, but okay, go for it. If you don't want to listen to the side effects and all this stuff, because the lady was talking about like scars and incisions, and then he pulled out that needle. I'm like, now, what do you think is going to happen if you pull out a needle and your whole body's going to be transformed? Like, let's think this through. But they didn't care.
Oh, yeah, they act like all they heard was that we was gonna be beautiful. We're gonna be beautiful in here. That's all. That's all they want to know and be young and stuff. So you take their asses to the damn room, and where they was snack, crackle, pop, twisting, and dripping in the damn room, and they all looking in the
And
mirror.
Byron in that damn Burning Man suit, child.
Exactly. They oh look at I'm fine now. But I ain't even had to go to the gym and got a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? Look at this 6-pack. And Byron, who came in there with an ulterior motive, how you come in there strapped? Okay.
You should not let him kept that bag. I don't be like, I don't care how much you worth, and you give me this damn bag.
That's
So
what I'm
That part.
saying, because he was like, "Oh, y'all can't keep you can't keep the phones in here." I loved how he stepped out when they was like, "So what's gonna happen?" Oh, I'm not feeling nothing yet. He made sure he wasn't there for when they actually going through the transformation. But he's like, "Oh, this bag gotta stay with me." Like, no, it don't, sir. That's the rules. I would have took that damn bag out of there. Like,
exactly, like this is personal. Like you not gonna need nothing in that bag. Like if you got the diabetes, you ain't gonna need it after this. No way. So anything that's in that bag, you don't need it right now.
Exactly. Monique, how did you feel about this scene? After we done already went through a cringy body horror scene, now we got to go through everybody getting murdered and shot.
Well, I don't mind seeing that kind of stuff, but that's up my alley. But I like what's on my thumbnail. I called the doc a dumbass because why you not have them in separate rooms, and why you got security there? I know most likely it probably was Byron who set it up, funded, had the whole house set up and stuff, but I would need a request for separate rooms, get some security. Because this is just
Doctor should
like
have had security for himself. Shoot.
that's what I'm saying, like some security or something, because what he walking around in that briefcase is type secret, so and could be valuable. So it's like I understand why he didn't do the separate room thing and have security. Like he said, he can't have phones, be pet down. No, nothing cannot be in there with them. I don't care a bag or not. I don't know what the hell Byron had on with some. What's that? Your comfort blanket? What teddy bear?
He had everybody
What the hell
else
was
had
that?
on the little lab
with
coat,
the
Oh,
teddy
the
bears.
his
hospital
Burning
gown.
Man
Right.
He
suit.
had on a robe of stuffed animals. Like
Right.
like
Like
somebody
crazy.
gave him an inside tip that this was gonna be painful. Apparently, he needed comfort stuffed animals. What your big grown ass doing
That's
with
what
a
I'm
whole
saying,
bunch
like
of
a
stuffed
security
animals in
blanket.
there?
Like,
Oh,
what we
punk
doing?
ass.
That was just funny to me. I just chuckled, like, oh my goodness, you look ridiculous. And I know it had to be something in that bag. Like y'all said, what was the point if you're gonna take all of them out? I mean, you the richest man in the world, you would remain that most for sure after you assassinate all of them.
Let them people go through the change first and then took them out. I said, oh, gun it.
I'm like, you selfish son of a gun. Yeah, so I don't know why Waylon was there. Then he said, does it give us a big D? I was like, okay, we see why you there. He must be short and stout. That's why he there. Because he not bad looking. So this was confusing. But yeah, they got to see their transformation. I thought that was kind of smart when the mirrors came down, so they get to see. But Byron Boo was some BS. I just can't
When
with
they
him.
first came in, I was trying to learn all the names because I thought these was gonna be people that we had seen already or we was gonna see. I said, oh no, Byron done took all these people out, child. I'm busy rewinding. I'm like, that's Becky, that's Ralphie over there. Nope, none of it matter.
It didn't matter. It was Waylon, Ronan, Kitty, and Axel.
Kitty,
It didn't matter.
Exactly.
I know that now.
We said hello and goodbye.
Right. They didn't even have 1 second in their new body. Literally looked at the mirror, smiled. Like, really? What the hell was the point?
Yeah, he was on one because he just second out everybody. It was just I ain't know what his plan was. Oh, that's why I call it selfish. Like, what are you doing? Why would they be involved anyway? If you're gonna do all of that. I guess he wanted to be the only guinea pig and trying to control the drug that Ray came up with. He got him hostage. That's why I call him a dumbass doc. Like, separate rooms, security, top notch.
Yeah.
Like everybody shouldn't be in the same room when
Especially
they
you
transfer.
dealing
Byron
with
just a
this.
sociopath, child.
You dealing with this. You telling them you the only one that knows, how to do it. That different people did different parts and then gave it to you, but you're the main one. You're the only one that knows. And then you're dealing with this status of people and this amount of money. You would think he would have
Mm-hmm.
had security and he would have had them in secluded rooms and different things of that nature. Like it wouldn't have been so easy for him to make this plan out. And then took out his own people too. Once they were finished helping taking out everybody, like everybody that was even working as a maid, butler, or cook, all of them got taken out. And then he takes out those people
Burn
like,
up the
oh,
house.
I got trust issues. I said, what the hell? Sorry.
But he did ask that important question when Dr. Ray was laying out the presentation. He said, "Does anybody else know about this formula besides the people in this room?" He said,
That's
"No,
what he should
y'all
have
the
been
first
paying
ones."
attention
I'm
to.
like, "Oh God, no wonder you asked
That's
that
what he
question."
should have been paying
that.
attention to.
Yeah.
And he
And
did all
at
this
that
like ain't
moment,
nobody
he was
gonna come
like,
looking
"Yeah,
for them people. Some of them people got dropped
Yeah,
off
he was
there.
doing
They're like
this.
billionaires.
Yeah,
Mm.
not control.
I guess he probably sent the assassin after those people. I don't know, because Byron is no telling
That's too many people, dude.
what the hell he would do. Like he has shown that there's no limits for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you get a $1 billion, company owner goes missing. He's going away for the weekend.
Right.
She's going away for the weekend, and they don't come show back up. And you don't think nobody's gonna look for them? But I guess Byron said, "I don't give a damn about none of that. You
because
up
he
out of
done
here."
destroyed all evidence now. When he burnt that
Right.
place down, there's
Mhm.
nothing. There's no remnants of this drug that they're taking. The bodies are
Mhm.
all burnt. All the skin and flesh that didn't melted off, and remember
Yeah,
now that they've changed, even if they did, their bodies morphed into a whole new body.
a
You feel
different
me?
Yep.
person. I know.
Like it's gone. And so he's like, all of that evidence and stuff out here is just gone. I got the mad scientist for myself. I done
Yep.
burnt this down. At this point, I'm just like, you was already an evil man. You done took it up a whole
Yeah.
notch. At this point, I'm like, Byron, was this your first time shooting somebody, or was this something you do on the regular?
That's what I'm saying. It got to be a regular. Ain't no way in work you just came out of nowhere doing this
He was hanging
now.
out over there with Dahmer, operating on frogs and stuff.
Because
Nah, he was.
this was way too easy for him to take them people out and to bring a weapon up in there. It was just what he didn't feel bad about, and that's why this is a narcissist right here. He had no remorse, didn't feel bad in his mind. He said, "I'm gonna be the finest and the richest one. Ain't nobody gonna touch me at this point. Who this fine and who this rich? Who?"
He said, "I'm a boy."
Yeah, he did say I'm a boy, but yeah, that was wild. I was like, okay.
Like, who
It
got
just
something on me? Who?
another play to control the market. Like once it didn't work, and you even have it long enough in your system to know it actually really worked 100%. So you took all these people out, and then you hijack a kidnapped the doctor. And like I said, he's trying to control the market, as we saw in the past episode. Like he said, he's gonna try to get it out on the black market, whatever. So,
and this was only 3 years ago. That's the part that was tripping me out. I thought this was like a long time ago, and I was like,
so he's 66, actually.
Yeah,
So he was 63. Okay.
he just barely passed the that 2-year expiration. So for the bootleg version, he just barely passed that 3 years. I'm thinking this is a long time ago. Nope.
So we don't know what this does in the long run. We don't know if he's like the unless there's experiments and stuff that have been still doing. But technically, if this is like the longest successful one, him and Antonio, we don't know what this even looks like in the long run. Because he's only had this 3 years ago. We don't know what's going to happen. And he's trying to mass market something that y'all can't even tell somebody what they're going to look like in 5 years. Y'all can't even tell anybody what's going to happen. Y'all need to do y'all research on beauty drugs and stuff like that. Because just, off the top of my mind, it brought me back to something I was watching on TV, because I'll be watching crazy stuff, that doctors don't actually know what happens to people when they have a BBL for like years, like decades.
Yeah, they can't call it.
Yeah, they can't call it. Like They don't really know what to tell y'all because they're like they're pumping this material into your
A
body
test
like the
dummies.
fat. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
there's no they're putting in this fat stuff and this whatever this other product is in
Mm-hmm.
your behind, but there's
Foreign
no blood
object.
vessels. Yeah, foreign object. There's no blood vessels. There's no veins running through there to keep it alive. That's what keeps parts of your body alive is that you have active blood vessels running through them. What happens to these substances in your behind that there's no blood flow in it after a while?
Right. Yeah.
The research ain't been done. Do some things at your own risk. If you ain't got like a 20-year research on what's gonna happen, or at least the span of your life, you don't know. And these doctors can't tell you neither. They don't know.
No, they can't call it.
Mm-mm. They just gonna do another surgery. Be like, well, we're gonna try to fix it. And now you sitting over there mad because your behind is rotted away.
I cannot.
Y'all better do y'all research on that. But y'all, this was episode 5 of The Beauty. I'm anxious to see what is going to happen on the next episode. Now that we got some backstory on Byron and how we got to this point. And the last thing, he was talking about making sure we push this drug out onto the free world. And we really do at this
And
point
he
now we
want to
don't know
water it down.
water it
Mm-hmm.
down and give it to
That's
people.
the part that got me disturbed.
So we don't
Yours
y'all
ain't even working properly, and you want to water it down.
because he want the money. And this just let us see that this was always an evil man. This was always an evil man.
The
He
wife
was
was trying to tell us, because how much more money do you possibly need, sir? Jesus Christ.
that point. And now that we found out that he's not just a rich man, he is the richest man.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still trying to shake down people for the little bit of coins that they have for what? There is nothing he will ever want and need for, not even generations of his family. He'll never go hungry. His whole bloodline will never go hungry. But you're still trying to squeeze pennies out of people, sir. It's a nice warm spot in hell for you and people who are just like you. It's a real nice, comfy, fiery spot for you. But y'all, this was episode 5. Episode 6 comes out tomorrow, so we'll be back to talk about this foolishness. Ladies, let us know, what do you want to see in episode 6, and what do we need to look out for on your channel? We'll start with Miss Kira.
I wanted to see the beauty expo or the beauty event thing. I can't think of what it's called. Beauty Day. I went to see Beauty Day, but I was happy we got, a backstory, and I was excited to see Vincent D'Onofrio. So now maybe we can go back, back to current time and see what that's about, because, Byron is not, yeah. Excited to see what goes on there. And I guess we got to go over to the CDC. Oh, and then they're trying to take poor Cooper out. Child, Cooper cannot catch a break. And them going over to the CDC. So I guess we'll see maybe a little piece of all 3 of those things. I'm here for all of that. As for me and my channel, I did a weekly huddle. Yes, no, on Sunday. On, Sun- on Sunday, we were talking about the Grammys and, stuff that's on TV, and a couple other different entertainment topics, like Clifton filing for divorce. So check that out. And keep your notifications on. I think we're doing a Burbs panel this week.
Mm-hmm.
Something else going on this weekend. I did a relationship goals recap, so check that out. So I'll do that.
Thank you, Miss Kira. Y'all make sure you hit like and
You.
subscribe on her channel if you have not. Monique, what we got going on this week, and what do you want to see tomorrow in episode 6? You on mute? Other.
Mo,
Can y'all hear me?
there
Now
you
we can
go.
hear you.
Okay. Sorry. Yes. What I want to see is how Antonio became the assassin and how he became young. I
Mm.
like to see his transformation, like how that came to be. And and I definitely want to see this water down stuff going into the market. Who's gonna sign up for this watered down beauty solution, and how long it's gonna last? Because he said he want people to come back every week to get it.
Yep, that weekly treatments.
So yeah,
that's too much. You need to get Botox.
Yeah, so that's what I want to see. But for me, Beyond the Gates, tomorrow we got Sisters. I might join y'all for the birds. That was a hoot. What else? Oh, Cross. Cross is coming back tomorrow this week. Yes, we're gonna have to talk about the Cross. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you, Monique. Make sure y'all hit like and subscribe on Monique's channel if you have not. And Tamika, what's going on in the den? And what do you want to see tomorrow on episode 6?
I also want to know what Assassin's backstory is, how he first ended up taking it, and why does Byron trust him, and how he ended up giving him a job, since we know he got trust issues and he'd be around, he doesn't want to take everybody out. That makes me even more interested to know about that. And child, what they gonna do with Cooper? That's why you shouldn't have her. Yeah, that's another damn thing, because I forgot about them going over here leaving this. Leaving the black man's bed and the stuff all on the damn wall, and they talk about what's going on. Listen, but I know Cooper will give them a run for their money too, so I wouldn't mind seeing that rumble in the jungle. Yeah, you know. So yeah, I'm interested for that. I just want to know where they gonna go from here, because this damn thing is crazy as hell. And as far as my channel, I did what Self-Care Saturday and what you should be watching if y'all didn't get to see those. And yesterday we talked about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That's getting better and better and better. Can't wait for the next episode for that. And I will be with Monique and Candy Love. I'm not too sure. Tika gonna be with us too for Sisters. And then later in the week I might be joining the Burbs and something with Cross. I don't know, child. Keep your notifications on just in case. And make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That's it. That's all. Hype us up.
I'll be forgetting about that thing down there.
Exactly. Yes. Do all the things. Like, subscribe, hype us up, all the things. I would like to see the showdown between Cooper and Antonio, because they both be out here whooping ass. So I think that would be a battle worth fighting right there. I feel like they each gonna get their ass whooped, but also give each other a run for their money. This is gonna be I feel like this fight is going to be a little hilarious, by the way. So I cannot wait to see that. And I do want to see what is going to happen with Jordan. I want to start to see symptoms coming in with her. I want her to see her coughing up blood. I want to see some nosebleeds or something. I don't know. I want to see the men in white from the CDC come drag her ass out the damn apartment. Because why you walking around here with disease and stuff? Why you don't want to go and get treatments for this? Like, why you don't want to get help?
Okay, they ain't got no treatments.
What she still need to be in a lab?
She's gonna be a lab rat. So she's gonna be poked and pried and cut on.
Listen, you ain't mind getting poked. You ain't mind getting poked that night. You should have left with Cooper.
You know, so that's what happens when you go out here and clap cheeks with this man that you barely even know.
She want a treatment though, because she got a quick life expectancy now, so she wants something.
Hell no! In my mind, you are contaminated. You are infected. Your ass need to be locked in a lab somewhere. Or my preferred method would just be to go ahead and take them down. Okay, we can avoid all of this. So I'd be like, which one do you want? Which one do you want? Do you want to go to the lab and see if they can help you, or we can just end it? Because nobody told you to do all of that. I'm not finna just keep hiding you out and stuff, all of this. Next thing you know, she, I don't feel good. Get the strap.
Start sweating and wanting that water.
Exactly, and becoming aggressive. When you see how they was acting when they start getting thirsty and be throwing people up against the wall and whatnot. I don't take those type of chances. I'm getting the strap.
It's so Jordan.
Nope. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't matter how much I'm doing you a service by putting you down now. Okay? Turn around. Let's get this over with. So I'm anxious to see what is going to happen to her because he just can't keep hiding her out like this. I'm not with that, Cooper. I like you, but we're not doing those kind of things.
Well, we know that's
They
gonna come
left
to
the
an
body
end.
in his apartment. I don't think that's gonna ride too much longer. I don't even know where they're gonna go, but
Exactly. We
And
ain't
I
doing
found
it.
it interesting that they put the body there and they ain't wait around for him. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. This is
they'll be back.
exactly Cooper. That
That's
man
because they
is
had to go over to the daggone CDC. Byron got that man running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Right.
They do.
This is not a good plan. So I'm anxious to see where they go with this next because that's not a good plan, Cooper. We need to do something different. As far as the channel, I am of course recapping Night of the Seven Kingdoms on the channel. So y'all go and check that out. This last episode, I done got so inspired when they played that song at the end.
Baby, I had chills.
I said, I'm about to go rewatch Game of Thrones for the fourth goddamn time. Let me.
You know they did that on purpose.
I'm finna go watch Game of Thrones, and you know what, y'all, I missed some things. I know I done watched this series a few times from start to finish, but I guess now after watching House of Dragon and A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I have literally missed a lot. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like some season recaps as I go through Game of Thrones. I might because I have definitely missed some things, but definitely recapping The Night of Seven Kingdoms. And I'm also going to drop weekly videos for Black History Month about horror and how horror is political because some people are trying to say, oh, keep politics out of horror. It's not political. Yes, if y'all you're not watching horror if you don't think horror is political. I don't know what you're watching.
Just like the Twilight Zone.
Thank you. The Twilight Zone was created to say some things. It was completely created to say these things. So I'm like, if y'all don't think horror is political, y'all are not watching the same thing that I'm watching. So I'm going to do some weekly videos to talk about some horror that actually lets you know upfront this we are making a political statement. And I will be jumping in for the Burbs and probably Cross. Hopefully I get everything watched by this week and be on here to talk about those two things. And when we say do all the things, y'all, we need y'all to hit these channel memberships up. Support us to get us out in the algorithm. And one of the best ways to support all of our channels is to join the channel membership. We have content that we do not share with the public that is only for you all to have, unreleased content, a movie night, different polls, posts, announcements that are members only things. You all have members only perks by joining the channel membership. So if you have not, please consider joining everybody's channel membership. Okay, there's some things that you might want to be a part of on the channel membership. But hit like and subscribe, and we're gonna see everybody in the next one.
Come on. What? In the club, we all fam. In the club, we are all family.
We're not leaving without y'all. We're family. Ain't that right?
Through those gates. You're one of us.
This is the way to forever.